It's 6:47 a.m. Sarah Chen hasn't slept. She's staring at her retirement account for the 216th time this month. $1,047,293. 32 years of work, right there. She needs $70,000, just 70. Her mother's nursing home wants payment in 5 days, or they're moving her to Medicaid. She clicks withdraw, nothing. She calls her financial advisor, voicemail. She calls the company helpline, 43-minute hold. The rep finally answers, "Ma'am, your funds are currently restricted pending plan restructuring. We'll send an update in 6 to 8 weeks. 12 weeks later, the money's still there. She still can't touch it. And the people who took it, they just bought their 3rd vacation home. This is the cleanest robbery in American finance, and you might be next. Let me take you back 7 years. Sarah is 45, medical billing specialist, Phoenix, divorced mom, 2 kids. Credit score, 791. Savings rate, 18%. She's doing everything right. Her employer, let's call them Meditech Solutions, mid-size healthcare company, announces a new retirement benefit, invitation only, for high performers who've maxed out their 401k. The HR director, silver hair, expensive suit, warm smile, calls it a non-qualified deferred compensation plan. Fancy words for trust us with your money. Here's the pitch. Defer part of your salary, the company matches 20 cents on the dollar, it grows tax deferred, you pull it out in retirement when your tax bracket's lower. Free money, tax savings, bigger nest egg. Would you have walked away? Sarah defers $15,000 the first year. Year 2, $22,000. Year 3, $31,000. The account grows like a beautiful lie. She watches it like a scoreboard. She feels smart, ahead of everyone else stuck in basic 401ks like peasants. Page 11, paragraph 4, subsection C. She never owned the money. 6 years pass. Everything works. Sarah's account breaks $1 million. She starts planning. Retirement date, March 2024. She books a trip to Vancouver. Tells her daughter she'll help with grad school. Meditech's stock is up. Revenue's climbing. No red flags. No scandals. The company isn't Enron. It's boring, stable, profitable. Then in February 2023, a quality control manager named Daniel Pruitt, Baltimore branch, 17 years with the company, tries to withdraw $112,000 to buy his first house. Request denied. Reason? Distribution terms not met. He calls HR. They say he needs to wait for separation of service. He says fine. He quits. Reapplies for the withdrawal. Denied. Again. New reason. Subject to vesting schedule. Daniel's never heard of a vesting schedule. It wasn't in the brochure. It wasn't in the presentation. It was in the contract. Page 19. He posts his story online. 14 people reply. Same company, same plan, same problem. Someone forwards the thread to an employment lawyer in Ohio, Morgan Litt, 23 years specializing in ERISA law. She reads the plan documents once, then twice. Then she picks up the phone. Okay, let me show you the con. A 401k, that's your money, protected by federal law, held in a trust outside the company. If your employer goes bankrupt, your retirement is untouchable. A non-qualified deferred comp plan, it's an IOU on company letterhead. The money doesn't go into a trust. It stays on the company's balance sheet. It's just a promise, a liability. We'll totally pay you later. Trust us. And here's what nobody tells you. The company gets to use your money to fund their operations. It's a 0% loan you didn't know you made. No collateral, no contract protection. If they go under, you're an unsecured creditor. You're behind the bondholders, behind the banks, behind the vendors. You get pennies if you're lucky. Sarah's company doesn't go bankrupt. Something worse happens. They get acquired. June 2023. Internal memo leaks. Subject line, non-qualified deferred comp liability review and wind-down strategy. The new parent company sees $127 million in deferred comp obligations. They don't like it. Strategy? Freeze distributions, renegotiate terms, offer settlements at 50 to 70% on the dollar. Wait for people to give up. They ran the numbers. They knew exactly how many people would fight and how many would just take the loss. Sarah gets the email on a Tuesday. Subject, important update regarding your deferred compensation account. She opens it. 7 paragraphs of legal fog. The summary, Distributions are temporarily paused pending plan restructuring. No timeline, no phone number, just, "We appreciate your patience." She calls the helpline. 51 minutes on hold. A rep named Kevin, definitely not his real name, tells her, "You'll receive a follow-up in 6 to 8 weeks. 8 weeks, nothing. She calls again. New rep, same script. She demands a supervisor, gets transferred. Call drops. Sarah's owed $1 million. You know what the CEO made last year? $4.2 million cash. You know what the CFO got in bonuses? $2.7 million. They're buying Aspen condos. Sarah can't pay for her mom's medication. She finds a support group online. 427 members. Same company, same plan, same nightmare. Some have been waiting 3 years. One member, Tom Whitaker, 71, stage 4 pancreatic cancer, deferred $1.2 million. He needs it for treatment. He applies for a hardship withdrawal. The company denies it. Reason? Condition not sufficiently severe. His cancer not severe enough. He starts a GoFundMe, raises $8,000. He dies 4 months later. Never got his money. August 2023. The lawyers file a class action. 163 plaintiffs. Breach of fiduciary duty, fraudulent inducement, unjust enrichment. The company's response? Motion to dismiss. Their argument? Plan terms are clear. Distributions are subject to administrator discretion. No breach occurred. Translation? We can do whatever we want. You signed the paper, sucks to be you. The judge reviews the docs, dismisses half the claims. The rest go to discovery. Discovery takes 2 years. And here's the part that'll make you insane. The company keeps enrolling new employees into the plan the whole time. New money flowing in, old money frozen. They're still making the pitch, still promising tax-advantaged growth, still signing people up. Tom's widow gets a settlement offer, 38 cents on the dollar. Take it or spend 5 more years in court. Maybe win, maybe lose everything. She takes it. She has no choice. Sarah's still waiting. March 2024. Sarah finally gets her offer. 72% of her balance. Take it now or wait for the lawsuit to maybe, possibly, eventually resolve. 72% of $1,047,293 is $754,051. She can take it now or she can roll the dice. Her mother's care facility is threatening eviction. Her son dropped out of college because he couldn't afford tuition. She hasn't slept through the night in 8 months. She signs. The money hits her account. Then the IRS takes their cut. Deferred comp is taxed as ordinary income, all at once. She's pushed into the highest tax bracket. Final take-home, $527,000. She lost half. Here's my question for you. Would you have caught this? Would you have read page 11? Would you have known what subject to general creditors means? Would you have understood the difference between qualified and non-qualified plans? Because right now, right this second, 16,000 companies in America offer these plans. 11.3 million people are enrolled. They've deferred $900 billion. And when the next recession hits, when companies start folding, those IOUs turn to smoke, and it's completely legal. I asked Sarah what she'd tell someone considering one of these plans. I'd tell them, read the whole contract, not the brochure, not the presentation, the actual contract. And if you don't understand it, don't sign it, because the people offering you the deal, they don't work for you. The company, they're fine. Stocks up 22% since the settlement. CEO got another raise, $3.1 million this year. They rebranded the plan. New name, Executive Future Fund. Same terms, same trap. And people are still signing up. Asks me something. Do you think they knew when they were signing us up? Do you think they knew we'd never see the full amount? I don't answer. Because here's the thing about traps. They only work if you don't see them coming. Listen, before you go, if you have a deferred comp plan, I need you to do something right now. Go find your plan documents. Look for the words non-qualified. If you see them, read page 11, read page 19, and ask yourself, do you own this money or are you just owed it? Drop your answer in the comments. I'll tell you if you're protected. I'll see you in the next one.